Intermediate Meeting, May 4th, 1980. LL Research, channeling Latwii and Laitos. Carla, channeling. I am Latwii, and I greet you in the love and the light of our infinite Creator, and give you the blessing of the Confederation of the planets in the service of the infinite Creator. It is our privilege to work with you this evening. We have not spoken to this group as the, shall we say, keynote speaker for some time now, for this is not our usual task, as you know. But your teachers of Hatan, because they are of the vibration of love, are at this moment very, very busy elsewhere upon your planet, for there are many in your Middle East and in that country which you call Russia, who would like to make war at this time. Our fear is not for your physical bodies, but simply for the timing of this global conflict. For such it would be if those in Russia, as you call this landmass, had their way, for at this time they are capable of superiority in weaponry of a type which is not part of the normal repertoire of armaments among the people of your culture. They are what you call mind control weapons, and your peoples do not have a defense for them. Therefore, there is a clear advantage at this time to a global conflict. We do not wish to stay the conflict forever, for that is the will of your peoples. But we wish to send as much love as possible to your leaders of all nations, of all beliefs, and of all polarities, in the hopes that we can, just for a little while longer, continue to offer the pathways of observation, convocation, and evolution to your peoples. We are trying to offer to your peoples, those who wish to seek, an understanding of the true nature of observation. For to see with eyes of love is to see for the first time that which is real. For those few sheep among your peoples who wish to be saved, and who seek a group of like-minded people, we offer them the principle of convocation, and give them the knowledge that they may find such groups and raise their voices as one in their desire to know the truth. And above all, we find in each moment in which we speak to your peoples of evolution an infinitely precious moment, because although your peoples cannot go backwards, they can certainly drag their heels. And the majority of your peoples have dug in their heels and are resisting with a great deal of effort the relentless march of evolution towards the light. Yes, my friends, you can resist. There are a few planets who have resisted so completely that there is no light. But evolution is inevitable, even upon such lost planets. Yours is just in the middle, my friends. There are not so many who would be evil, but my friends, there are not so many who would be good. The great majority of your peoples would be neither good nor evil, but do not seem to have a predisposition to either. Hence, they are as pawns in a game which they know not of. You, my friends, have begun to understand the game, and have begun to aid in your own evolution by understanding the value of being polarized toward love. This is not an easy polarization, and that teacher named Jesus would never have promised that it was easy. For he said, "If you would be my disciple, take up your cross and follow me." Did he mean, my friends, that all of you must go through life in some kind of terrible martyrdom, suffering in order to be wholesome? No, my friends. Your teacher laughed at weddings and changed water into wine so that his friends might make merry and rejoice. He had a very deep sense of humor and rarely felt sorry for himself. He knew the ways of love, and he knew that the path involved is a stony path. The path of evolution is a rocky path. The reason for this is very simple, my friends. Say that you are not aware of the process of evolution. You are therefore not responsible for your lessons. You react in a completely instinctual manner. And through the catalyst of many, many lifetimes' experience, you begin, very slowly, to develop. You may have a hard life, but the aspect of learning lessons will not seem a great part of it. However, when this student takes on the responsibility of the path towards truth, he will be given small quizzes along the way. Now, everyone is given these quizzes, but most do not recognize them. The student recognizes them, and therefore has the responsibility for meeting them. If you are having difficulty loving an enemy, you will be faced with that problem until you have conquered it. If you have trouble with one enemy, that enemy may go away, but you will have another. If you are having trouble with some addiction, either in thought, in action, or intemperance, the source of that addiction may go away, but you will be challenged again. Each time that you have the choice between anger or some other negative emotion and calm acceptance and creative understanding, and you choose the release of anger or some other negative emotion, you know, those of you who are on the path, that you must do it again. You have made an error, and that it will meet you most surely. Your entire planet, as a planetary consciousness, has not yet reached the level of conscious development. It is simply reacting as it has reacted for many thousands of years in a warlike and somewhat negative fashion. It would be well, my friends, if you would meditate briefly for the success of our brothers and sisters of Hatan, and for peace in the world, for there are very critical occurrences at this time. We wish we could tell you how this all will come out, because we like a good story as well as you. But we do not know the answer. We do not know the timetable. We do not know the final outcome, for there is only one final outcome. In the battle between good and evil, that which survives will be neither good nor evil, but love. Good and evil are the light and the shadow of love. Love will prevail, but we do not know when, and we do not know what will occur during these days while good and evil struggle upon your land. We ask you especially to understand that in such a situation as you face now, each side is convinced of his own rightness and goodness. No one in this particular situation feels evil. No one accepts the role of the bad guy. Each feels that God, Allah, or history is on his side. You may ponder that, my friends, for it will give you an insight into the true meaning of love, into the true nature of the Creator, and into the true oneness of all mankind upon your planet. You are fighting a civil war, my friends, for you are all planetary brothers, and your national feelings and tribulation, difficulties, secret missions, secret weapons, and all the rest remind us of a finger plotting against its hand, or one foot plotting against the other knee. We do not understand totally why you would wish to mutilate yourself. However, we accept that this is so. Nor do we judge you, for you are not unlike many of our brothers who have gone through similar sections of learning in their own evolution. We ask you to lift up your hearts now, my friends, for we vibrate in the light, and in the light there is no disharmony. We ask you to let these things drop away and to cleanse your soul as you would a garment, rinsing it in the cool, clear waters of a mountain stream until it is completely and utterly cleaned of nationalism, pride, glory, and righteousness. We ask you to see those who you think are your enemies. Lift them up into the light, my friends, for they are your brothers. They are sad. They are puzzled. They do not know the light. They cannot recognize the light. Your own leader, my friends, knows the light and, in his own way, is of a very pure nature. Many of your peoples do not understand the quality of light in the one who is your president at this time. We are aware, my friends, that it is not a practical or prosperous characteristic. Nevertheless, it is inspiring to us to find anyone in a position of authority who is in the light. Lift him up also, my friends, for he knows where he is. Feel the peace of this place which exists, my friends, inside yourselves. The light is white, but is not blinding, and so may your understanding be to you. Keep that white light in your heart, my friends. Release all of the thoughts which we have given you, and settle back into your bodies now. You are of the light. You have understanding available to you. It will not blind you to action. However, it will make you more thoughtful. It will make you less understood, but it will make you more understanding. I will pause at this time that you may rest for a moment in silent meditation. I am Laitos, my friends, and I greet you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator. It is my privilege to join our brothers and sisters of Latwii in sharing our thoughts with you. We would like to pass among you at this time to work with each of you in the conditioning wave. If you would relax, we will be with each of you for a few moments. I am with this instrument, and I thank you for your help in opening yourself to us. We very much enjoy working with each of your vibrations and find them most enjoyable. We are always with you. We ask you to think of us not as a wiser source than yourself, but only as a more experienced brother or sister, for we never know which you will get when you request our presence. We are more experienced, and we share it with you just as your older brother might do. That is what we are here for. That is our mission here. We can do so little for you, my friends, and we are so filled with the fire of love and wish so dearly to give it to your peoples. As we dwell above you in our ship, we spend much time in prayer for your peoples. For we have heard your call for help, and we are here, and yet we can do so little. We ask those of you who meditate to meditate just a bit more. We ask you to be on fire with love, for the Creator has made a mighty and beautiful creation, and it is one with you, and you are one with it, and all divisions are nothing but illusion. Reach out, my friends, when you feel that it is in you to do so. Reach out in love. Feel that inner glow, the warmth of that fire that is within you. It is real. It is not an illusion. That is who you are. That glow, that spark. That power created you from nothing, and you are eternal. Before this world rolled in a circle, you existed, a soul on a long path. Here you are, my friends, in this place, in this time, on your path. Your Creator can only speak through you. His hands can only reach through you. The words of love are only spoken through you. Thus, be open to inspiration. Be open to kindness, to cheerfulness, to the simple actions, the smiles, the courtesies, the gentle touch that make the people around you know, not that you are such a fine fellow, not that you are such a wonderful girl. No, my friends, that is not it. But that the Creator has created a marvelous and wonderful creation, one in which gladness is the total truth. Love is the total truth. Love is the total reality. Meditate, my friends, and feel this, and then let it shine forth in your eyes, through your lips, and by the service that you do. I am Laitos, and I thank you for listening to me. But I felt that you had a desire to hear this evening. And though I do not usually spend so much time speaking of philosophy, this evening I felt that, while I was giving the conditioning wave, I would speak to you about love. I thank you for listening to me, and I will at this time pause and say Adonai, so that my brother may again speak with you. I leave you in love and light. I am Laitos. I am Latwii. I am again with this instrument. We are having trouble with this instrument, for she smells food and her concentration is wandering. We will work with this instrument if you will have patience. I have a better contact with this instrument at this time and would wish at this time to open the meeting to questions. Is there a question? Questioner. A question is asked about nationalism. Latwii. I am with the instrument. That is a very good question, my brother, and we must answer it not in your terms, but in ours. There is no should or shouldn't to evolution. There is only the inevitable. At a certain point in your evolution, you will no longer have groups that are smaller than the planetary consciousness, for you will have discovered that you are all men and women of Earth, as you call your planet. We call your planet Sorrows. There are many names depending upon the quarter of the sky from which our ships have come. When that occurs, there will not be a feeling nationalism. There will be a feeling of planetary oneness due to the fact that the true geographical entity upon your planet is the planet. You will notice upon the maps that you have of your states and countries that say, for instance, you may have the state in which you reside colored pink, while the state called Indiana by your peoples colored yellow, and the state called Ohio by your peoples colored blue. However, if you take off in what you call your airplane and achieve an altitude sufficient for you to see parts of those three states, which is possible even in a small plane, you will notice that there is no obvious demarcation between Kentucky, your Indiana, your Ohio, and moreover, you will notice that they are not pink, yellow, and blue, but are indeed all of a camouflage color of brown and green, and some black, with ponds sparkling and rivers flowing here and there, knowing no boundaries other than the natural boundaries of altitude. This is true of your entire planet. The feelings of nationalism are proper to your situation at this time. However, it is good for you and for all those who wish to live a loving and thoughtful life to be aware that nationalism, while appropriate to the circumstance in which you find yourself, is part of an illusion. This illusion is taking place that you may grow. We are not speaking of physical growth, but spiritual growth, or, as we have said before, the evolution of the spirit. Thus, if you can view the situation which you call political, which demands nationalism at this time, in a light which includes the understanding that this is not the ultimate reality, only an illusion, then you may observe the illusion and attempt to understand the lessons which this particular illusions at this particular time is attempting to show you. We earlier brought you to a place of light, and specifically brought rulers, leaders of 3 nations deadlocked in a near war with each other, so that you could feel in your heart that the reality was that they and you are brothers, are one being. How can you serve the Creator with nationalist feelings? My friends, you will. You will serve the Creator. And it is not inappropriate to have the feelings that you have. However, it is appropriate both to respond as the situation and the illusion requires you to respond, and to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is an illusion, and that you are, in truth, a child of the Creator. That whatever actions are necessary, you will do, but you will not do them with hate, with obsession, with pride, with righteousness, but only with compassion, both for yourself, for those who are of other nations, and for your earth in its tribulation. Have we made this clear to you, my brother? Questioner: Yes. Latwii: Is there another question at this time? Questioner: A question is asked about Russia's mind control weapons. Latwii: We are aware of your question and are examining this instrument's mind. However, as in the past, we find this instrument lacks many of the virtues of a scientific training. However, we will attempt to speak through her. The mind has an electrical field, and so does the earth, and so does every living thing. Weapons of a psychic or psychotronic nature. May we correct this instrument? She is not familiar with this subject matter. The pronunciation is psychotronic. Those weapons, known as psychic or psychotronic weapons, are capable of sending a wave or electrical field through the earth in any direction they may wish, and at any power that they may wish, so that the minds of those in the field of that particular weapon are no longer capable of functioning normally. Various physical disabilities will occur, such as nausea, blinding headaches, rage, fury, and other extreme emotions which are finally turned to self-destruction, so that you have those who would fight the enemy instead fighting themselves, and, at the extreme, dying. This is one type of weapon. There are others. However, this is the most generally effective and the one best tested by their scientists. The USSR has also spent many years developing what seem to be random psychic powers among certain gifted individuals so that they may be used by the state, alone, in groups, and in conjunction with machines. Those of your scientists in the early 60s debated the use of such weapons, but decided not to spend a large amount of revenue upon that type of research. As this instrument would say, they dropped the ball. There is now what you call a definite gap in the efficiency of the weapons deployed by Russia, as you call this country, and your own country. Both of you have weapons to destroy each other with physical means, but only one country has the ability to destroy through energy. You can well imagine the possibilities of this imbalance or grace. However, Russia is vulnerable to determined and prolonged attacks upon power sources for the great machine that developed the psychotronic devices. Therefore, they are not quite bold enough to move in the face of world opinion at this time. However, you will have observed that they are becoming more and more bold and are very, very seriously thinking of increasing that boldness beyond the level of open warfare. Have we been able to explain through this instrument that which you wish to know, my sister? Questioner. Yes, thank you. Latwii. We thank you. Is there another question? Questioner. Is there a way of escaping the psychotronic weapons? Latwii. No, my sister, not at the level of vibration you find yourself. If you could all leave your bodies, it would be just fine. Here, side 1 of the tape recording this session ends. We pick up on side 2 with Carla channeling Latwii. I am Latwii. I am again with this instrument. We apologize for the delay, but this instrument desired to change the tape. We do not wish to speak long upon this question, for this instrument knows of some of the experiments that have been done by those you call Russians, with the instruments you call psychotronic. Therefore, it is not necessary for us to channel this information through her. She will be able to speak to you herself. However, in simplicity, we will say no. There is not any shield, not earth, not stone, not metal, not any shield whatsoever that can block the extremely low frequencies of the psychotronic weapons. Is there another question? If there is no question, we would like to answer a question that has not been asked, but which we feel is general enough that we may answer it without embarrassing anyone. My friends, we realize that there is a great deal to worry about, and we do not blame any of you in this illusion for being concerned and worried about situations which seem beyond your control. We ask you to have faith in the great continuum of love and light, and to know that if your heart desires truly, that heart's desire will one day come true. Thus, take time out from your worry, let it slip from your shoulders, and envision what you need, what you desire, and what you wish to be so. It is the Creator's good pleasure to give you His kingdom. Thus, it is said in your holy work called the Bible, the Creator is not far from you, and He knows your worry, and He must let you have that worry until such a time, if you are through with that particular worry, as long as you worry. No matter what happens in your life, you will find something about which to worry. Think instead of that which is good. Let the solutions appear in time, and meanwhile view all of those connected with the situation with as much love as you can muster in very difficult circumstances. That which is broken will be healed, and that which is unbroken is so precious, we ask you to put it first. Seek out the lovely, the living, and the good. We hope that this has helped you, and we will leave you in your privacy. We will pause to see if there is another question at this time. I am with this instrument. I am Latwii. I feel that your group is at peace, and we join you in that peace and that serenity. We ask you to carry it with you in memory and know that we love you as brothers and sisters. May you enjoy yourselves, my friends, to the fullest in the week ahead. May you laugh and be joyful, and know that all things in the creation are the Father's. They are distorted. They are shadowed. Look through, my friends. Look through the distortion and see love. I will leave this instrument now in great thanksgiving for our time together. It has truly blessed me and my brothers. I leave you in the infinite love and the light of the infinite Creator. I am known to you as Latwii. Adonai, my friends. Adonai Basu.
Go forth then, rejoicing in the power and the peace of the one infinite Creator.